My name is Debbie McCall. I'm a patient rep for the Cardiovascular Drug and Device Advisory Committee. I am a patient with atrial fibrillation, but I have a strong background in cardiovascular diseases because my mother's side of the family is all 5 feet by 5 feet. A patient rep brings a specific perspective to an advisory committee. Keep in mind that an advisory committee has physicians, statisticians, and other experts, but absolutely no one has the perspective that a patient or a caregiver can offer. We see drugs and devices from a completely different point of view that physicians and other experts do not see and are not aware of. We represent not only the voice of the patient, but that of the caregiver, and also of the disease community at large, the expanded organization and people who are involved with this disease process and have interest in the drug or the device. The benefit of being a patient rep is that you get to give back to the community that supports you. I'm quite active online on Facebook, Yahoo, Twitter, and many other online resources along with the Healthy Heart Study. So I get to give back to the community that supported me when I was having these problems 5 years ago. The other advantage is I really like reading clinical data. I love digging into it. I like seeing the details. I like seeing if the math matches. For me, that's kind of exciting. I have a process, so it's not overwhelming to go through it. I just sit and read it through the first time just to see if anything pops out, and I make notes. Then I read it a second time to read the details, see if things match back and forth between what the sponsor has offered and what the FDA offers. And then sometimes I'll even read it a third time when I'm looking for something specific. In the beginning, the most difficult part of being a patient rep was realizing that I am a non-clinician sitting on a committee with MDs and PhDs. And then I realized that I offer a perspective that none of them have, and I am equal to all of their opinions and their experience because I carry something they don't have. Other than that, there's really not anything difficult. I really enjoy the process. You don't get into being a patient rep for the money or the glory. Most of the time we're not interviewed, and there's certainly not money to be made, but you do it because you're giving back to your population. You know your disease, you know what it's like to be a caregiver, to be a patient, to have struggled uphill through healthcare's bureaucracy. And the point is to give back, and the point is to make the very best decision you can based on what you know and what you've experienced.